Now I want to talk about Dororo. I want to say Dororo, but that reminds me of like Bobo, and they're not the same. Dororo, on the other hand, is a very interesting anime. Again, for whatever reason, it's locked itself away in Amazon Prime. That's the only place you can watch it. So you, I guess. I've heard a lot of people compare it to Demon Slayer, which I get, I understand, but to those people, I call you uncreative because you took demon and sword and compared the two things when they are not in any way, shape, or form similar at all. So for people who say that Dororo is just the better Demon Slayer, clearly you're stupid. Maybe not. That might be harsh, but you're wrong, which Dororo it's a very interesting anime and that it's very brutal. It basically starts off where you watch this dude he is the head of a massive land in Japan, but his land is impoverished, seeing famine, like it's on the downtrodden, right? Like he is on the outs, things are not going well. So he makes a deal with 12 demons. He's like, hey, I'll give you whatever the fuck you want. I don't fucking care. I will give you anything you make my land bitchin'. Cool? Cool. And so it works. Now there is a baby born. It's got no skin. It's got no eyes. It's got no nose. It's got no arms. It's got no legs. This is the price that homie had to pay. His firstborn son, just put it in a boat and then give it a Viking funeral, but without the arrow and the fire. And so eventually someone finds the baby. It happens to be some dude who's really great at making prosthetics and makes some of the some of the most anime prosthetics you'll ever see in your life. I remember multiple times throughout this show just thinking, this is crazy, because homie's got full phalange control. He's got fucking all these different limbs that work like they're not pieces of wood that were carved and attached to a person. Found myself having to suspend my disbelief quite often, but I was able to get over it just because pretty anime make slashy slash do look nice. But eventually, like, he grows up, he's starting to kill all these demons. He's got the prosthetic arms, but if you take off the arms, you detach them, there's fucking swords underneath. And so he kills shit with swords, and it's fucking cool. He's going around to kill demons in order to get his body parts back. So he kills the demon, he gets his skin back. He kills the demon, he gets a leg back, so on and so forth, until eventually, in theory, he would become whole. It is extraordinarily Monster of the Week. Episode 1, this is a demon that you have to kill. Episode 2, this is a demon that you have to kill. 3, so on and so forth. A lot of people compared it to Demon Slayer, and I vehemently disagree because it reminded me a lot of Inuyasha and Samurai Champloo in a number of different ways, but I think it took all of the best aspects of both of those shows. It didn't take the music, because the music was definitely not up to par in this show, but it took the vibes of Samurai Champloo, the vibes of Inuyasha, blended it together, and for the first time in a very, very long time, created a non-linear show that was really fucking good. Like, my biggest fucking problem with Cowboy Bebop is that I don't like non-linear shows. There is not enough that is going along in the overarching plot line from episode to episode that keeps me invested or interested in any of these fucking characters. But with Dororo, whole different fucking story. The whole each demon gives you a new limb. Every action that they're taking affects the overarching plot line of getting homie his limbs back. And it just inherently connects it all in such a very fascinating way that I think is the perfect formula for a non-linear Monster of the Week show. It is one of the best of that style that I've seen, and that's coming from someone who fucking hates that shit. I despise those types of shows. You see it a lot in Western shows, Supernatural, The Flash, anything Arrowverse related. I fucking love The Flash. He is my favorite fucking superhero. But the CW Flash is dog shit. It's so bad. It's like you get a 24 episode season order, and 3 of those episodes are an overarching plot line, and then the 21 other episodes are just like, yo, what's up, I'm Captain Cold, yo, what's up, I'm Killer Shark, Gorilla Grodd. It's just Monster of the Week, and how are we dealing with it, and puns. Fucking puns everywhere that don't need to be anywhere. You don't need puns. Give Captain Cold his puns. Fine, I can live with that. But the B episode with the chick from fucking The Walking Dead, no. No, fuck you. Fuck you. That episode was terrible, you piece of shit. But that is something that is done consistently in a lot of shows. And so while we do have the two-parters in Dororo, because everything inherently felt conjoined but disconnected at the same time, I was able to appreciate knowing that this standalone episode is going towards a bigger picture somehow. I've talked a lot about this show, but there is one thing that I have fully neglected to mention that is extraordinarily important. There is a pattern the main character has on his attire, but they combine two things: Whitebeard's mustache. He's got a very long white mustache and a butt plug, which is very strange, is a very, very strange combination of things. But you tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me that that doesn't look like a butt plug. That's a fucking butt plug with this motherfucker's mustache connected to a butt plug. They combined the two things into one and they made it fashion. Why did they do that? It's a mustache butt plug on his shirt. The reason why I started watching Dororo, I saw a tweet. It was to hype up Chainsaw Man with the director and MAPPA in general. And so it was just all like, it was an AMV of absolutely incredibly beautiful animation from this director. And there were a lot of really good looking MAPPA animated shows that I had never seen before. I didn't know that Dororo was MAPPA. And then I was like, you know what? I've heard a lot about Dororo. I'm gonna fucking commit. I'm gonna watch Dororo. I'm gonna do it. And it was good. And it was great. And I'm fucking hyped as shit for Chainsaw Man.